Hi, it's Paula Januszkiewicz over here, and I'm at Microsoft Ignite, having Corey with me. Hi, how's it going?
Good, very good. Thank you for having me.
Everybody knows you, but if you could tell a couple of words about yourself, that would be lovely.
I'm honored. So, my name is Corey Sanders, and I'm the Corporate Vice President responsible for compute in the Azure team. So,
Absolutely,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So I have lots of personal questions to you today.
That's great. Let's go deep. Let's see
So
where
here's
we
the
go.
thing. How did you spend your summer?
How did I spend my summer? Okay, yeah. So I actually took some time off this summer. Traveled. I was in London and Italy, but then actually the most time that I spent, I did a lot of cooking, and I played piano a lot. So that's yeah.
I'm actually attending the piano lessons right now too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of?
Good for
What
you.
type of music is your favorite?
I like Lana Del Rey, to be sincere. It's
You like what? Sorry?
Lana Del Rey. It's more like a melancholy, sentimental kind of.
Very nice. Very emotional.
A very emotional.
Very emotional sort of thing. Okay,
Absolutely.
good. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
And what about the Imagine Cup?
Oh, the Magic Cup. So that was so much fun. So that was about 2 months ago, and the opportunity to be able to go in and meet those students and just see their projects, and just a lot of fun to be able to be a part of that whole effort. It's just really cool. Yeah.
Will this be a good future for us?
I hope so. I mean, those kids were I shouldn't say kids. Those young adults were fantastic. I mean, in the winter, I don't know if you saw it. The winter was like this hand that can pick things up because it can see things on it. It's unbelievable.
It's pretty amazing what's going to be happening.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's really cool.
Was there anything related with Azure on the Imagine Cup?
Almost all of it was running on Azure. So everything that they were doing was on Azure. So it was very exciting to see that. And all of it had AI and machine learning. So they were definitely a lot smarter than I was. So that was good. Yeah.
Machine learning is engaged in so many different types of Microsoft products, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And especially
including
for me,
security.
exactly,
I know. I was
it's
going to say
important
it's
for
super
security.
important. Yeah. It's becoming more and more important actually. And whoever's got better machine learning is going to win that fight.
Yeah, Microsoft spent lots of time in that already.
That's
so
right.
this
Money
is
and time. Exactly.
absolutely money and time.
Yeah. Both. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great. So another question to you is, what's your session about on Ignite? So what you gonna do?
So I did a session yesterday, and it was pretty much all of infrastructure. So it was basically a bunch of new VM sizes, large disks, hybrid stuff. So it's a lot of deep in the guts of the system, and which of course isn't maybe as sexy as some of the AI, machine learning, or security. But all of that stuff is built on that, on the infrastructure. So that helps me sleep at night. So.
Okay, lots of interesting questions after the session.
Yeah, tons. I mean, everybody's trying to figure out what they're going to do, right? Everyone's trying to figure out sort of what the next step for the cloud is for them, and it's a very personal thing. Each company, each customer, each app has a different path, and so lots of questions around, hey, what's the right path for me? What's the thing I should focus on? So yeah, it's really good.
And any special speaker that is inspiring you with an Ignite?
So I had the privilege, the luxury to have a couple of guest customers. Johns Hopkins came up. Yeah, exactly. A gentleman from Johns Hopkins came up, and he talked about a lot of the work that they're doing, especially around their health work using Azure, and it's just really inspiring stuff. And so that was really fun. Yeah.
Okay, great. And I have another personal question to you.
Okay, go.
So, since you do what you do,
yes.
What was your first job?
My first job.
Sincerely.
So
what was it?
my first job, real job, or I was a temp in high school. I used to take pagers and actually insert their serial numbers into a machine. So that wasn't cool.
So, but it was IT related.
Yeah, it was IT related.
Okay,
That's true. Yeah, actually, they did have to tell me once to slow down. I was going too fast, which was weird. But then my first sort of real job was actually at Microsoft, but I was a developer. So back in the day, I basically was an entry-level developer at Microsoft. I worked on Windows. I worked on the kernel, USB, and I was fixing bugs.
That's
cool. I was actually fixing bugs in Windows 2000 and Windows XP. So it was a lot of fun.
So how many years at Microsoft right now?
14.
Wow, that's
14,
impressive.
yeah. So that's
Congratulations.
and it's the only company I've ever worked for. So it's pretty
nice.
Pretty crazy. Yeah.
But the path is amazing, right?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. Of course, it's fantastic.
Okay, great.
So.
Thank you so much
for
answering questions.
Of course.
And,
no more personal ones. I'm ready for so many more. No, just kidding.
if you have more time, we could keep going even longer.
No, I think people are tired of hearing about my past, perhaps, and they want to hear about the future.
You see, the reason why I'm asking these questions is because everybody's asking you about Azure and all these things.
That's right. So you're trying to ask me something. I appreciate that.
So let's make something nice.
Well, what was your first job? Have you told the audience your first job?
No, they don't know my first job. I was actually 16
Okay.
So this was like my first 2 months.
First, like a long
Like
time ago.
totally.
Yeah.
And I was working in the store.
Okay.
This was like a vacation job. And after that, I started my IT professional career.
Really?
Yes.
Because you hated the store job so much. You knew you had to do something
really
different.
hated it, actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
I could tell. Yeah.
And there is a reason for that, because when you are like IT person, you are not very often dealing with people.
Yes.
And in the store you are actually.
Yeah.
So every day
There's
is
too
just
much
like,
interaction.
Totally.
Too much interaction.
Computer sometimes is a little better.
Computers are easy to talk, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It makes
So
it
I felt
easier.
more comfortable with this one.
This is why, like, the age of IMing was
Yeah.
what has been really nice for me, because socially I'm really awkward, and so as you can tell by this,
Totally awkward.
yeah, totally awkward and really uncomfortable. So
Absolutely.
anyway.
Me too. Like.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep asking us to do this. It's
Yeah?
terrible.
Yeah,
but
it's horrible. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you're very good. I'm the one that's
Say the
anyway.
same.
Okay. So, all right.
But yeah, that was pretty much the path, and then
Okay.
straightforward. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so SOAR, IT, and away you go.
Yeah, and here we go.
And when did you just start getting security? I'm interviewing you now. Is this
That's
what we were
good.
supposed to do?
Fine,
okay,
fine by me.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, I started the cyber part 14 years ago.
14?
As well.
All
Yeah,
right,
totally.
right around the same time.
Yes.
It's a long time for security, yeah. Back then, and people weren't talking about it like they are today.
That's why I decided to go internationally.
Smart.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Smart.
like you cannot stay in one country, so you have to do it pretty much internationally
Yeah.
on all of the levels.
I mean, it's so important at this point. Cybersecurity, locking down your system, making sure you got compliance. I mean, it's actually built into all the services I focus on, and so it's thanks to people like you that we actually hopefully do a
And
good job.
actually, Microsoft quite recently canceled the source code program, but for the whole time I had access to the source code.
Oh, really?
So performing the security research, that was absolutely useful.
It was easier to do.
Yeah, and
yeah.
we leverage Azure on many different types of solutions that we have.
Of course, yeah. And you found it completely secure.
Yes.
Yes. What are you gonna say while we're on? Yeah.
No, but just great.
Top of the line.
Absolutely, top of the line, super secure. Like all the features are there that are supposed to be there.
Fantastic, fantastic. Good.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
lovely.
having me.
Thank
Absolutely.
You. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks.
guys.